Hi guys, welcome back this week for another video. We're back to the regular face on cam and everything else. School's open, so I can start talking loud and be loud in my room again, which is so great. For those of you who don't know, my name is Karina. I'm an artist or an aspiring artist here in Newfoundland, Canada. I'm also known as the Artistic Newfie, and you can find my social media links down in the description below if you would be so kind as to check those out. Before we go any further, make sure you like and hit subscribe to the videos so you'll know when I'm posting up a new video here on YouTube. All right, let's get into this week's vlog. Hey guys, it has been a hot minute since I've recorded my face for anything for YouTube or for Instagram or for anything for that matter. The last couple weeks here have been a little bit stressful, and I have been working behind the scenes, as I had mentioned in the last vlog, but this week I've been doing a few different things, to be honest with you. I have, been learning how to make notebooks. So I've made my first notebook, and I do have more to make and get stapled together. So this is just my first copy, and this is like some of my crystals and everything on there. It's like a little mini composition book. It's got my logo on the back. I've taken the crystals out of the logo for a reason, and I think I might just go with this from now on, just the Artistic Newfie, because it's easier to read and it's not all jumbled together in that little circle. And so I do have a whole bunch of other branding stuff that I have to use up. Like I just made all of the slips for my packaging to go around the boxes, and that one includes the little what do you call it, the crystal cluster, and the lavender is in the center of those designs. But when those are gone, I'm just going to print little things like this, and that's going to be the new branding, I guess. Other than that, that's what I've been working on. I had so much fun making these the other day, and I've watched a few videos from Fizz and Flourish and Bia over at A Penis Illustrator. I hope I'm saying that right. And I've been wanting to make these even before that I saw their videos, but both their videos helped with making the book. What I'll do is I'll leave the links in the description here of the videos that I watched to learn how to make these, and maybe you can give it a go for yourself. They do use a bit of other equipment than what I used, but I don't have anything fancy, so I had to do it the hard way. And I did ruin the first one. Not gonna lie, the first one was awful. The cut that I did wasn't right, and I used the wrong paper for the cover of the book and all that fun stuff. So anyway, making notebooks. I do have, you can see behind me here, I have my crystal salt lamp on, not crystal, salt lamps on. I have a candle going, and I have my stuff out because I'm planning on working on some watercolor stuff. I need to make some prints for Patreon, and I want to add more prints to my shop, and it'll also give me a great chance to make some covers for some books as well with some watercolor paintings. And yeah, I'm just trying to make time to do some traditional work and some digital work. So every other day except for Wednesday and Thursday, those are going to be my traditional art days, so I can work on Copic work or watercolors or what have you, and I'll add that into the videos as we're going. And that's pretty much it. And every other day of the week, it's just I've divvied it up to do other things between Patreon and Etsy and things like that. Hopefully eventually I'm still going to be able to go back to work, so that's going to put a stall on some things as well. So I'm trying to get ahead of myself. Usually the job that I want to apply for usually starts up in about June or so. So we'll see what happens between then and now. So let's stop rambling, because it's been a lot of rambling. Here are some previous clips that I also want to add in, because I've been recording over the past weekend, and here is the previous footage that I filmed in the past few days.
Alright guys, so it is the 26th of February. Good morning. It's almost noon here now. Well, it's 10 to 11, but I had a rough night's sleep. I'm tired, a little bit unenthusiastic today, but we're going to try to get some video footage. I am ready to resend this package here to Claire in the UK that purchased multiple items on Etsy way back before Christmas, and the package still hasn't gotten to her. And she was so grateful. She was so grateful. I was so grateful, we're going to use words here this morning, that she was willing to wait out the 12-week duration for ground mail. It's still not there. So I said, you know, enough is enough. It's like 1 more week or so to get to its final destination, and it's still not there. So I packaged it in a box this time. I think the last time I sent it in a bubble mailer. And what I'm going to do is send it airmail this time rather than ground. So it is going to cost me a couple extra dollars to post it, but it's not her fault it didn't get there. It's not my fault either that it didn't get there, but someone has to take responsibility. So I packaged up a nice little package for her, put in a few goodies just to show her that, you know, I appreciate the fact that she took the time to give it time to get there. And so yeah, this is the box I'm going to send it in right now. I'm getting ready to make some, I guess, tape stickers, sticker tape, I guess that's what you can call it. I want to put some clear tape over the edges of the box, but it's not going to look that nice. So what I want to do is I want to create some packaging tape stickers. I'm calling them stickers, to go over the edges like you would if you were to buy this kind of stuff. So that's the plan. It's not going to be anything big and fancy, maybe my logo on it, the crystals, or some nice little color. And I'm going to put the packaging tape down first, and then I'm going to put that over the packaging tape so it kind of comes over the edge here up until about the edge of the sticker on both sides. Those are going to be just clear pieces of white paper, maybe, I don't know. And then the one down here in the front, I want to have it so that my logo is kind of stretching over the back and the front. So that's what I plan on doing with that. So I'm going to go work on that because I want to get to the mail in about an hour or so. And I'll show you the outcome of the tape stickers. I don't know what else to call them. So let's go and create those and see what we get. Alright guys, so there we have it. The first one, whenever I print, the first one always comes out wrong anyway, and I'm not even that disappointed because the colors look fine. It's just that it printed over the top just a little bit, so I probably won't use that one, but I can cut, let me try to use my other hand, I can cut off sections over here for taping things, but I do have these 3 in the middle that can go in the middle of boxes that I'm packaging up, and then I have one down here on the side that I can use to tape up the sides of the boxes. So that's where we're going with this, and I think I'm going to print out a few more because I really like them. What do you guys think? Alright, so this is what the finished product looks like. And they fit across the box real nice. These are just for my larger boxes. I gotta make some for the small boxes as well. My god, my computer's a mess. But this is what it looks like. I didn't even have to use tape around it. These stuck on nice. And I think it'll be fine. So these are just sheets of label paper that I made the they're stickers. We're gonna call them stickers so people don't get confused, but it is to resemble the packaging tape that everyone's using. But look how nice it makes the box. So I'm gonna finish getting this one labeled up. Claire is the first one to get a box like this with the fancy new packaging tape stickers on it. And I'm gonna get this one off in the mail, and then I'm gonna print off some more of these for the smaller boxes and some maybe to go on the envelopes as well, so just in case I send out stickers and stuff. So yeah, I'm really liking this, and it's sticking to the brand colors too because I'm still using this little peachy color here, and I do have the purples and the blues, so that's kind of the colors that I'm gonna stick with. So I hope you guys like it, and I'm lacking energy so bad, but I'm off to the post office in a few minutes to get this in the mail, and then we're gonna get back at putting the listings up on Etsy. Okay, so for anyone who wants to know how I made this, I made the tape, I guess we'll call it. Let me see if I can change this. I hate... there's a way to change it, but I don't know how. There it is.
So that's the dimensions that I used. So 8.5 by 2.25 inches. That's the size of the boxes that I have. And so I just used my logo that I have printed, and I got that in a couple colors. And then I just put a gradient background in. Let's see if I can't get to the actual, there it is. So I did a whole bunch of layers. Somebody could probably do this better than I did. Let me just close up some of these groups here. Oh, let's go down. Sorry, should close all this. So I used my logo, and I used just a rectangle in the background, and then I got one of my crystals that I have and just stuck them all over the place without the line work in there. You can see them over the image here. I just can't find which layer it is that gets rid of those at the moment. But that's pretty much what I did. So I did one with the logo in the center, and then I took the logo out of it. Then that gave me the side pieces of tape for the box, because you don't want the logo on all sides of the boxes. And then this also, if I print it out at this size at 2.5 inches by whatever it is, I can also cut it into like 1-inch strips to go in the back of envelopes and things like that as well. So that's how I did that. So then I just put them all on one big page like so, and print them off, and you can see that there's lines in between here, and that's just to let me know where to cut it. And that's how I made the tape, my air coating tape for my boxes and envelopes going forward, and I really like it. So yeah, that's how you do it. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave it. Leave it. Don't drink that, Archer. I'll get rid of some of this. I might need to blow off some steam on once. Come on, dogs, in. Okay, I'm taking my boots off for a few minutes. Come on, in. In. What are you looking for? Guys, I'm trying to make some notebooks today, or at least I'm going to try to make one, and already my printer is not printing properly because this is supposed to be a lot more purple here than what it's shown. So I don't know if the other side's going to come out purple. I'm going to have to print this again or what, but this is what it's going to look like. I have my crystals and everything on there. I can already see that I may have to do some readjusting of some things. See, the other side came out more purple than this side over here, so I'm gonna reposition a couple of things, and then I'm gonna cut this out, score it, and fold it in half. And I also have some dotted
paper there as well. So we're gonna see how this turns out, but I'm really liking it so far. But I think I'm going to adjust some of these things down here now because I know what it's going to look like now that it's printed. So let's go move around a few things. I'll print off a new copy. Hopefully it'll print in purple and blue this time, and we'll get a notebook made. Well, this is what this looks like folded over. I clearly didn't score it in the right place because I suck at math, but this is what the front is potentially going to look like, other than I have to, like I said, rearrange a few things. And this is what the back is going to look like. I'm not going to put anything on the inside cover. I'm going to leave that as it is. And yeah, so that's how it's looking so far. So I'm pretty excited about these. Alright guys, so attempt number 1, and now that it's folded again, I see that there's too much of a space here, too much of a space here, and there's nothing right here. So I have to fix that, and what I actually think I might do is make the crystals smaller so I can add more of them. I think that's what I might try, but I'm going to keep this one for myself anyway because I scored the cover the wrong way, I believe, because when I folded it in half, it kind of bent and went all funny. So I think I actually need to turn it this way to score it. I'm pretty sure that's what I need to do. And when I fold it, then this here won't happen. So that's what I'm in the process of doing soon, is I'm going to make another one. And it's still not printing all the purple here like it is on the screen, so I don't know how to fix that. But I mean, the inside looks okay. I did have to staple the center twice because I messed up on the first one, but I mean, it's holding together. Once it gets flattened, it will be usable. So I mean, I just got some little minor adjustments to make, and we have a notebook. So hopefully I'll be able to make a few different kinds. I'm going to offer plain paper and dotted paper. I'm not doing lines because if they print off center, then that's just going to be a mess. So what I did was I used my Canon EcoTank to print the cover, and this is oh my goodness, Hammermill 100-pound paper too. So maybe this paper might be too thick for the covers. I'm not 100% sure. And then the inside was printed, the dot paper was printed with the Brother laser printer that I have. So it was a lot easier to do it that way. So I'm going to attempt to make another one in a bit, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so yesterday I thought that I would have an idea and create a new thank you card. And I've been trying out some different paper, and nothing that I'm doing is coming close to the quality that I want. And unfortunately, I can't really afford to buy new thank you cards right now. This is kind of what I want to go for. I want to go with like a print on the front, and then on the back, I have room to write down the person's name, and then I can scribble my name just above the logo right here. So this is matte photo paper. This is stuff that I usually use for my buttons, and it is super flimsy, and it's not nice at all. The print is as close as it can be compared to what I see on screen, but like I said, it's like printer paper almost. And then I tried some cardstock with some different settings. So this is the luster print for the 100-pound Hammermill cardstock. And while the colors are nice and bright, you can't see, there's a bit of a difference. Let me turn this light on. You can see that the hair has some light gray highlights in it. This one here, you don't see anything, but I mean, this is like 100-pound paper, and it's really nice. Not postcard quality, but you know, it's fairly decent. And this is the Hammermill paper again. This is the other photo paper option that my printer has. This one is pretty close as well, but like the colors are nice, the overall color, but you still can't see the shadows and everything in the hair, so I'm not sure how to fix that. This is a regular matte print on the hammer mill paper as well. And again, the colors are decent, like they're not oversaturated like these. But these colors are nice, but they're very oversaturated. This one here is pretty close to this one. Pretty close. This one here looks a lot more vibrant, obviously, but you still can't see the highlights in the hair. So I'm going to turn this light off again because it's kind of like 9 o'clock in the morning and it's really gray in here. That's why you can't see anything. And this one here is just a misprint because I was dumb and hit the wrong setting on the printer. So these are the ones that I came up with last night. And like I said, this one here is the best quality so far in like paperweight. But this one here is the closest to how it prints. So I don't know if I can manipulate this in Designer, Affinity Designer, Affinity Photo or something to get it to look more like this and print out on the cardstock. But that's what I want the front to look like. And this is what it should look like on the back. Somewhat similar to that, I guess, anyway. So let me know what you think. If anyone makes their own thank you cards at home with a heavy cardstock or a heavy photo paper that you can recommend, please let me know, because I'm starting to run out of options here other than spending a fortune to get thank you cards that may take me 3 years to get through. So yeah, just looking for some options, and yeah. Okay, so I'm here, and I've been here since not 9 o'clock, but maybe I'd say about 9:30, 10-ish. It's now 11, and I have been trying to record a podcast, but I also was trying to get my monitor set up, my extra monitor up here on the wall, trying to get it set up so that when I get the podcast done, I could easily switch on a show and do some painting. But something is going on with either my graphics card or something internally in the computer, because it's showing this monitor, it's picking up this one up here, and it also is projecting all of my computer stuff onto the TV monitor, but it's saying there's no signal. And I've taken out the HDMI cord, I've put a new one in, I've restarted the computer, I've updated the drivers, and now I'm at the point where even if I unplug the extra monitor, my information doesn't come back to the computer and it's staying on the other monitor, and I don't know what to do. I could restart it, like a hard restart. I could do it this way too, I guess, but it's just frustrating because everything was working yesterday when I left the room, and then I come in this morning and this is happening, and everything is connected properly. All the plugs and everything are where they're supposed to be, and even there was a point where this screen stayed like this for like 20 minutes and wouldn't come in. So I don't know what to do. I don't know why everything is messing with me. It's just one of those days where I feel like I want to go back to bed and not move because everything I touch seems like it's melting. But speaking of melting, while this is throwing a hissy fit, I'm going to go and make a grilled cheese sandwich in the air fryer. Oh my, well, I just finished recording a podcast that's 3 weeks overdue for Patreon, so I am actually going to go and upload that right now so it can be kind of done and over with. So I'm just going to go into Patreon and give that a post, but I'm slowly checking things off my to-do list for today, but it's 11:45 and I haven't taken the dogs out for a run yet, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to finish working on, or I'm going to start working on a watercolor piece. But if you're interested in listening to podcasts, it's for all the patrons over on Patreon, obviously. So if you want to check that out, you definitely can. Links are down in the description. Well, guys, after everything that's happened since last weekend, my TV that I had in my studio is now garbage. Yesterday, or the day before, I tried connecting a Roku to it, and I didn't have the proper adapter for the Roku, and I think I put a power surge through the Roku up through the HDMI cable. I don't know if that's an actual thing, if it can happen. It's the only thing I can see that could have happened. And it fried the USB, or not the USB, but the HDMI port on the side. So now my TV cannot get picked up by anything. I've tried it on Jeremy's computer, I tried it on an old computer, and I've tried it on the Wii U, and nothing wants to connect. So this is garbage, and I'm so upset because I don't have the money to buy a new one. And this was kind of my my part of my lifesaver, I guess, as stupid as that sounds. But it's been a little bit of a distracting and stressful past couple of days. But yeah, it sucks. Alright guys, this is what I managed to get so far. I'm trying to create a new jackalope, and the dogs wouldn't settle, or Archer wouldn't settle yesterday when I was in here trying to get things done, so I kind of packed everything away over there, and I went on the couch, and he laid in my lap and went to sleep. So I laid my book on top of his head and I went sketching. That was the deal. He became the desk and I became the bed. So this is what I got done. I don't like the ears up here. I don't think I mind the legs. It's exaggerated just a little bit, but I think that's okay. But the ears definitely need to change. You can see from the thumbnail here, I was trying to go really cartoony with it because I'm trying to get more into cartoony looking stickers and whatnot. And it didn't happen. This is what I got. So he's probably not, or she's probably not going to look that real to begin with because I'm not going to do realism, but I still have to figure out these ears, draw in some antlers, and then maybe I was thinking about maybe like putting some flowers or crystals or mushrooms as usual around it somewhere, or growing out of it. Growing, where did that word come from? But with that being said, I'm trying to have a coffee, and now the cat's in here taking over my seat, and I've got a mess over here, and I'm still super upset about my TV. Seriously, I'm so upset about that. Anyway, I am trying to use some of this contact paper to laminate this. It didn't print out right. You can see all the nozzle lines. The nozzles need to be cleaned in the printer. I printed this out, and I was going to use it, but I figured if I'm going to ruin anything with this paper, it should be something that's already ruined. So I'm going to give that a go, and I'm going to try to do the scoring lines and bend it and write on top of this as well on here, just to make sure that you can write on something like this. My guess it's going to have to be done with Sharpie, but we'll see. And hopefully then I can take a picture of the book that I already have made and pop that over on Etsy. So by the time you're watching this, you might actually be able to get this version of the notebook already over on my Etsy shop. So I'm going to go and put this on here, see what happens, and I'll show you when I get it done. Alright guys, so I've gone and placed my paper down the wrong way, or the right way to me now, I guess. I was scoring the paper this way before. That's not what you do. You have to put it image side down, and I've scored the paper using this Cricut thing. I'm not messing around with putting this into the Cricut and trying to figure out how to do scoring lines there, so I just used my mighty muscle and scored the middle of the paper. Folded it in half. There is no buckling on the edges, which means I'm going to try to print this in that heavy cardstock again and see if I put this the covering on there before I bend it, if it would still show all the ugly crease lines and everything. But now comes the moment of truth. We're gonna go and see if we can write on top of this paper. The only thing that I might do is in the future I might take the corners and bend them inside, so you'll see like a little line of the laminate on the inside, and that's it. I'm not sure how it's gonna look, but right now, if you wanted to, you could take this laminate and peel it right back off. You see what I mean? We don't want that to happen, so I think it would be best to just have it bent in and go under the inside, just so that it looks just a tiny bit nicer. And even if it is only in there like 1/4 of an inch, at least it'll be tipped in, and it'll make it look just slightly a bit nicer, and then you won't get any peeling off of the corners. So let's go right on it and see what kind of marking utensils I can use to actually write on the cover of the book. Alright guys, so let's move my bunny out of the way here. And so this is the book. I apologize for the lighting in here. It's not even that dark outside today, but okay, let's see. So I've got a couple different pens here. I just wanted to show you guys, just so like if you're interested in getting one of these and you're thinking, well,
what's the point of getting it if I can't actually write on it or whatever? So I wanna test some of the stuff out just to show you guys what does work, and I could be pleasantly surprised or horrified myself depending on what will work. So this is just a Copic Multiliner. So the main thing is to see if we can write on this and if it's going to smear. So I'm just gonna write my name, and I can see already that it's not drying. So Copic Multiliner is out. I'm gonna save the ball pen for last. Ballpoint pen, I think that one actually might work. And this one works, but it's not drying. If you wrote it on there and left it, it'll probably, see, there, they smear. Okay, so the Sharpie is most likely going to work. But not everybody likes writing on their books with Sharpies, right? So the Sharpie does smear. I'm just going to give the rest of the words just a little bit of time to dry here, and then I'll go back and do the smear test again. And this is a Uniball that I didn't even want to write on there. Then I have this Papermate, oh, my fingers are rotten, Papermate Flare pen. This doesn't want to write on there at all, because this is like a shiny, slippery surface, right? Worst case scenario is that I could always put this on the inside of the notebook as well. Now the ballpoint pen might be our best chance here. No. It doesn't even want to write. When you get it going, it'll write. It doesn't smear that much though. So now that the top ones had a chance to dry a little bit, it still smears. So the permanent marker isn't. The what do you call that? What was that? That was the Uniball pen, I believe, down at the bottom there. That one is dry just a little bit, and you can't really smudge the ballpoint pen. And once it was my pen that was causing the problem, but once you write on it, it doesn't smear. So you could definitely write on here with a ballpoint pen. Give it a couple seconds to dry, because it can lift a little bit off. But if you give it a couple seconds to dry, then it'll be fine. So I will do some of these with this laminate on there, and maybe I'll give the option of having the lamination and not having the lamination, and I will specifically say that ballpoint pen is the best thing to write on the covers, because see, look, this is not even smudging now. So ballpoint pen for the win. These are the Inkjoy Papermate, if you want to know. I got a ton of Papermate stuff, but I don't use them. But yeah, that's the verdict on that, and I'm glad that it worked anyway, because what I want to do is get a very big industrial paper cutter, and I'm contemplating on ordering one. I have one in my Amazon cart already, but I'm afraid to get it and then my books don't sell. So I'm very worried about that. Very worried, because the resin stuff didn't work out as I had planned, and my stickers are not working out as I had planned. So this notebook thing is a very big jump for me. So what I'm going to do is, now that I know this is going to work, let me switch this camera around and actually talk to you face to face. How about that? All right, so now we're face to face. That's a lot better, hey? So what I was trying to say is, what I would like to do is put this notebook up on Etsy, and hopefully if I could sell maybe 15 to 20 of these, I'll have enough to get a paper cutter. So if you are interested at all in helping me raise some money to buy an industrial paper cutter, head over to my shop and have a look at the items that are there, and all the proceeds that I'm going to get from sales in my Etsy shop is going to be pulled together, and I will buy a paper cutter, the big industrial with the big sharp, intimidating blade. That's what I want to get, and it's 149 Canadian, I think, plus tax. So if I can sell 20 of these, that's my goal, or even some other items on my shop along with these to make up that amount of money. I would like to purchase an industrial paper cutter, and I can make so many more things with that. So many notepads, it won't take me forever. So many more designs for little memo pads, more designs for notepads, and it won't kill my fingers cutting everything by hand. So if you would like to support me, I will show you one that actually I'm going to take a picture of to put on Etsy in just a few minutes. this one here, this is an actual proper copy of the notebook, and that's what it looks like. This one is not laminated, but I'm gonna offer lamination. It's cut as straight as I can cut it, and it also is cut as straight as I can cut it on that end. I'm not a machine. There are little, little imperfections, but it's handmade. It's all handmade, all cut over there behind me on that desk. So again, if you would like to purchase one of these, you can either get plain paper on the inside, or you can get dotted paper on the inside. I know it's really hard to see right there. Maybe you can see it. It's white paper, and there's 60 pages back and front, 15 sheets folded in half. That is the size if you would like to get one. Alright, so I'm going to stop talking about that now. I'm just really super excited about these guys. Really, really super excited. But, so here goes the goal. Let's try to raise some money for an industrial paper cutter. That is the plan. So by the time this is up, that's going to be over there at Etsy. But I just wanted to close the vlog out here, but I feel like I have a crap ton of footage, and I know there's not a whole lot of artsy stuff in this one, but it's been really hard for me to sit down and do artsy stuff. First, just a run through of the week again, I guess. Last weekend our hot water tank exploded. That's the footage from that you had saw. It didn't really explode, but the bottom broke, or the top broke, and there was a little flood, and we had to pull it out, buy a new one, and that ran us back some money because those things aren't cheap. And so we got that, and my TV went. There were personal things going on outside of that. My computer was acting up, the printer was acting up, the Cricut was acting up. It was just one hell of a last week, and the fact that I couldn't actually get in here and talk to you guys was really irritating me as well. And like I said, I know I could sit down and record at night, but the lighting in here is awful during the night. But you can see my new packaging back there in the little envelopes hanging off the windowsill. Those are all my new packaging for the labels to go around boxes and stickers and envelopes and stuff like that. So all that's taken care of. I'm back on track with Patreon. If you would like to check out Patreon, the link is also down below in the description. We are doing a spring/nature theme over there this month for the stickers and the wallpaper and things like that. And some things are also already available for the month. And we have a digital download popping up next week. I'm not going to say what that is yet. And there's a podcast over there to listen to as well, so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. But that's it for this vlog. I'm assuming it's going to be well over a half an hour. We'll see how that goes. And I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for spending some time with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you'll be back again next week, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button and give me a like. Let me know that you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys here again next week. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.